Preparation of cakes. First, making a cakes from scratch involves several important steps. Here is a general guidance that covers the engineering process, including the preparation. There are some ingredients required for making cake. The first one is the flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, butter, eggs, milk, vanilla, and extra addition of flavor. These those are very important in making preparation of cake. Another issue is equipment needs. We need 2 inches of cakes pans. Sometimes people they don't know how the inches of cakes and pans. That is when making cakes in professional, there is some tools which are used. Mixing bowls, which will mix your sugar and the flour, and hand mixer or stand mixer or whisk if mixed by hand. Another issue is measuring spoon and cups. Cakes needs some parts of measuring and spoons that can be required. Spatula for taking salt, milk, and other issue. Another is of the oven. Oven is very important for making cakes. Make sure your ovens have very nice and can be used to prepare both the arrangement of your temperature. Another issue is cooling racks, which can be used for cooling your cakes if you have. The procedure to follow: prepare the oven and cook cakes. Preheat the oven. In preparation of cake, you need the temperature. Temperature can be required for your preparation of cakes, which will determine the temperature, will determine the time for making your cake. Making a flour cakes pans, right? Grease the pans with the butter, oil, and dust them with the flour to prevent streaking. It is normally known. Pan with parchment and prepare. Mix the dry ingredients. A minimum size bowl else sift together flour, baking powder, and salt. Sifting ensure that there is no lumps and that leaving agency available diffused through the flour. Another issue is cream the butter and sugar. In large bowl, beat the butter and sugar together until the mix is light and fluid. That may take about 5 or 3 to 5 minutes. Another, sometimes people can use a lot of time. If you use hands, you are mixing by hands, I hope you'll take a lot of time to continue your work. Another issue, after creaming the butter and sugars, ensure that your mixer is lightly and fluidly. You can add another requirement which is required: addition of eggs. Add eggs one at a time. Beat well, and after each addition, make sure you add one after another. This will help you to properly incorporate into the mix. Don't put all eggs at the same time. Will make your cakes will be difficulties for preparation of that cakes. Another issue: add a wet ingredient. Mix the vanilla and extra and milk. That is just a flavor of your cake. Sometimes you see if you take a cake, so you see if you eat or there is the flavor. This is some important issues in your cake. If you are making a chocolate cakes, you can add a cocoa powder or melted chocolate at this stage. So here is a flavor. Which flavor you want, you can add in this step. Step number 5. But another issue is combine wet and dry ingredient. Gradually add the dry ingredient flour mixture to the wet ingredient. Stay by adding ingredient mixer and combine. Then add the milk, alternating until the ingredient are incorporated. Mix on a low speed to avoid overworking. Mix until the smooth, like free oil you inside your body, which is required and very important. Another issue is poor and better. The cake spans is normally, eventually divide the batter between the prepared cake spans. Use a spatula to smooth the spoot of the batter. Another issue: bake the cake. To bake the cake is required which oven are you using. If the oven is good and is providing a good temperature as measured, will use for 25 up to 30 minutes. This is very important, very important. Another, we can take your alarm for that means to prevent extra or issue that can be happening when you're preparing your cake. And the last step is to cool your cake. When remove your cake from the oven and let them cool in the pans for about, I hope, 10 minutes up to 20.